The first thing that a lot of IT functions need to do, or are doing, and some have done, is really look at those things that are truly commoditized. Those things that aren't necessarily strategic to the business in its own right and are much more IT operational activities, which are things that really should be moved to the sideline. They need to be performed in a way which is industry best, because they're table stakes, but that side of IT has to just work well. The IT has to be reliable, has to be efficient, has to be effective. But if it's commoditized IT, those things should be seen to be made as commoditized as possible within a business. And what IT can then do is it can look at those things that are strategic to the business, the things that bring value to the business, the things that bring value to the customer, to the shareholder, and so on. Once they've commoditized the things and they've moved those commodity items into areas which are operating based on provided functions by outsource or whatever, they can then free up their time and they can free up their talent to get closer to the business. By getting closer to the business and working with the business to understand what the business challenges are and what the business outcome requirements are, the IT people can get a better appreciation of how they can use their talent and their technology knowledge to leverage those business outcomes. Technology has always moved at a huge pace. For as long as the 26 years I've been in technology, there's always been a massive pace of change. And I don't think that's really, if anything, it's accelerated more and more and more. So I don't think that's anything new to IT or to business, in fact. I think it's just by ensuring that the talent that you have working within your IT functions understand what the business requirements are and don't lose that connection to IT and don't lose that connection to the changes within the IT market. Make sure they're kept up to date with things around how software is developing and so on. And as long as there's that link in place, those IT people can still provide to the business without losing that connection to IT. It's always been a fast-paced industry. I don't think it's going to change, it's always going to increase. And I've talked about the three-legged stool with sales and marketing, accounts and finance, and technology being the three legs of the stool that keep every business upright. And as long as business looks at it that way too, and that the business leaders recognize the need for them to be leveraging IT themselves, then they can start to get rid of that barrier between IT and technology and business. It can just become part of how you operate your business for best success.